What's up, folks? Welcome to Vibin in the D with Lele. Got a little bit of technical situation going on, but we'll be right back.
You are now tuned in to Vibin in the D with Lele, the podcast dedicated to the creatives of Detroit. Now let's get into this vibe session.
Do you still care? Are you still there? As I hold on your hand so tight, oh, it just don't seem right, 'cause we just had a fight. You yell with all your might, and you are close but don't seem here. I'm filled with doubt and fear. Am I losing you?
Carmen! Oh man, I can't hear ya. I hear something. We're gonna do it.
You pushing way, you got some big deals to make, but I can't find you in my Metro bill. That's not the shit that you was talking when we met. Was looking clean in the fresh outfit. You run the city, got a mop, that's what you said. But think that Captain J's gonna get you in my bed. You ain't got it like that. You ain't got it like that. You ain't really got no racks. You ain't really got no racks. You ain't got it like that. You ain't got it like that. You ain't really got no racks. Where the fuck your money at? We tryna go to Benny Hanna.
You all right over there? Nope, can't hear ya. We watching a movie. It looked like we watching a movie, and you was running from the predator. Can't hear ya. That's Carmen, though, y'all. That's Carmen. I don't know where these folks at. It's just me now. It's just me. It's just me.
Is working now.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, it totally says mic is working. What's up, son?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Good seeing you too.
Yeah. So we played a couple of little videos there, little spots. Hopefully YouTube won't be all tripping on me,
Let's hope
they like to snatch me for copyrights and all that good stuff.
it's mine.
Hey, they did Mesa like that on Facebook.
Oh
She
wow.
was singing her own songs live, and it was like, "What are you doing?" So yeah, it's crazy. It's that good old Facebook, YouTube crap. So what's been going on with you?
Oh, nothing much, man.
Welcome back to Vibin in the D. You was on there when it was audio only.
Right, yeah. When we came to your home studio. Come on, Bruno.
Right.
Well, I have been just trying to survive quarantine. Ended up closing my business of like
It's freezing up again.
14 years.
You freezing up again. Sorry about that, y'all. We just having a problem tonight. The internet is heating on us.
The internet is not like us today. That's all right. But I said I ended up closing my business of 14 years. And then just kind of focusing on my music career right now. I don't know if you've been, yeah. But I mean, it was time. I was feeling like a little burnt out. And so I was feeling like I did want something different. Yeah, I mean, I was watching little children from 5 a.m. to 11 o'clock at night every single day. So it was getting a bit, yeah. It was getting a bit like, yeah, super burnt out. So, I mean, I was ready for something new. So, it just got forced because of COVID. So, it is what it is. I'm really trying to kind of just survive like mentally. So I just started writing, and I don't know if you caught any of my quarantine cuts, but I just been writing. writing. And so now I have like 2 albums about to drop in like less than 30 days. So
that's what's up. You was doing them quarantine because I was enjoying that. I really was. I was like,
well, it
she
was like
doing
the only thing. It was the only thing that was like keeping me sane. Like I'm not from Detroit originally. I
right.
moved there like in '08. So I don't have any family in the state. So like when they're like quarantine at home with your people, who?
Yeah.
Me and my dog. So
Well, it was
so it was
me and
just
Fan.
yeah, it was me and Bruno. So I was just kind of trying to figure out like, well, what exactly am I gonna do all day? So it's like, okay, wake up, stay in the bed till 10. Then okay, we're gonna walk around the block. All right, now we're gonna sit in the living room. Like it's just been a lot of that. So, I channeled it into writing. So luckily it
Well,
worked out good.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You since the last time you were on here, you have achieved so much. Like you were winning. Like every time I turned, I was like, just give the world to Carmen. I mean, you were winning contests, awards. I mean, you were even after the bull with the tigers and everything.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was nuts. Like, oh my goodness. I know you had to feel like, what in the hell?
I just was like, you know what? It just was so much work to even get there. Like for those of you that don't know that are just now watching this, like the Tigers organization had a singing competition where I beat out 200 singers to sing the national anthem at the game. Yet when it was time for me to actually sing at the game, they're like, yeah, we don't like the way you're saying ramparts, and we don't like the way you pronounce this word and that.
That's crazy. Uh-oh, it froze up again. Let me see. It's froze up again. She probably still telling the story. Lord have mercy. Stop playing with us like this. Let us be great. Let us be great. Please let us be great. Oh, Lord. She gonna come back, y'all. Anyway, I'm glad for you three that I see that are tuned in to the new channel. Say hi, drop a comment. I appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for dealing with this technical difficulty situation. I mean, stuff happens sometimes, I I ain't gonna even lie. I felt like I was getting ill today. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that because we're not gonna let that be in the atmosphere. We're gonna stay well. But yeah, the channel has moved over from my experience channel to Vibin in the D with Lele on YouTube. Also, it's always been on Vibin in the D with Lele on Facebook, so we good with that. But I'm just trying to get the subscribers up. I did do, if you have time, when you get a chance, go over to the experience channel, the last video, where it is talking about a giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway, but part of that giveaway is supporting this new channel, supporting the Instagram page, and participating in the channel. Um, and it's a nice piece of equipment that you could possibly win in that giveaway. So I hope that you enter the giveaway and join and do the damn thing. You might get it. It's pretty dope. It's something that I have at home myself that I use sometimes. So, and we have Carmen back in the house.
But I don't think you can hear me.
I can hear you.
You can? Because
Yes.
it kept telling me my mic wasn't working. Girl.
Nope, I can hear you.
COVID sucks. Like, this is ridiculous. I would rather be sitting next to you.
I
Goodness
know.
gracious.
I know.
But anyway, that crazy tiger situation, they were trying to like attack my vocabulary. It made it really seem like it was a racial attack because of some of the words they were asking. Like culturally, we all say them those ways. So it just was a little, suspicious. And then they had like their only black employee call me to try to iron it out. So, but it worked out
really
fine.
irritated me.
A lot of people, definitely Sam Riddle. It definitely pissed him
Man,
off.
Sam Riddle went in.
Yo,
Sam Riddle was on 9 10 a.m. He went in. Oh
he
my
called
goodness.
them. Me and Elena, we didn't know it was cameras and radio, so we didn't know they could
Oh,
see us. Our faces, that whole broadcast, we was like, oh, 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 he done called him a cracker again. Like he,
that's what I was doing because I was watching it and I'm like, wow, but it was just so wrong for them. How you gonna have some? How you gonna say somebody wins and then tell them they're not efficient enough to sing the song or whatever?
I
Like, get
mean,
out of here.
to their credit, they had gave me my check already. So, so
Well, I
I
mean,
had got my
that's cool, but that's still,
yeah.
it's still foul. It's like
Yeah,
50% I
I
got
told
to
all my
respect.
friends, I'm like,
And
yeah, I'm
right.
like beating out 200 people does not qualify me to sing a national anthem that has like what 10 lines. Like, but eventually it all got straightened out. They apologized. I accepted their apology. I went to the game. I knocked it out the park, and then afterwards they set us out in a nice suite. So that turned out really really cool. So
That's
can't complain about that.
just ridiculous. So
Yeah.
tell the viewers about your album Greatness.
So Greatness was released in 2018, November. And then within 4 months, it was nominated at the Detroit Music Awards that following year in April for Outstanding Urban Recording. So it got a lot of buzz. And it was just a collection of records. I want to say it was like a healing process after my divorce. And then
Mm-hmm.
all the tracks were produced by Melodic Sound Suite. So
Yes.
they
Shout
were
out to
just
Melodic.
very, yeah, shout out to Melodic. They were just like very telling songs, just kind of like if you listen to it from top to bottom, it was just kind of like a walk through what I had been through in that year, starting from the beginning. We just spent an entire summer. You couldn't go anywhere and not see me and Mel somewhere. We were just hopping on every mic that we could find and just singing these songs in the streets and just seeing how people vibe to them, and we ended up with a bunch of hits. So like of those I think it was 9 tracks on that CD. Then we made like 6 music videos for them, and then
Mhm.
I think we still cover about 4 of them at least in our set every time. So Greatness was an awesome album, but now we've got sometimes we don't have a release date yet just because of how COVID is, and we just don't really know how to proceed. I won, last summer Michigan State Fair Superstar, and
Yeah.
so along with that prize, I ended up getting to work with Grammy-nominated producer Piranha Head, who has
Oh wow.
laid his hands on those tracks, and they really like 'cause a lot of them were done already because I'm just a songwriter and I have plenty of songs that are not released, and so I gave them to him to let's beef these up. Let's make them mature sounding. Like the album's called Soul Symphony, and it's just speaking to like just every piece of my soul. Like just like a symphony has different instruments.
Right.
Every piece of me, it could produce a different song. Sometimes I write alternative songs. Sometimes I write country songs. Sometimes I might, write pop, hip hop. You never know what's gonna come out of my mouth these days. So it's like
Right.
a collection of different ways that I use my instrument. So we called it Soul Symphony. It's like a marrying of all those things. And we also have an orchestra on it. So because my producer is actually Grammy nominated for string arrangements. So he brought in a whole 8-piece string section and gave us some beautiful sound on the lead track Soul Symphony. So
You,
we got
you
that
said
coming
something
out.
about Piranha Head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've known him for a long time. He don't play.
Yeah, no, he's very serious
Yeah.
and gets the job done. Like it was a phenomenal experience. Like it was a totally different thing. We I've been recording with Melodic, but this was at Rust Belt Studios out in Royal Oak. And I
Okay.
mean, it's like $600 a day to breathe over there. So it's like yeah, so it's like a major studio with like major equipment, and so you can hear the maturity in the sound and just the development since last year. So and then quarantine cuts is coming out, and
Yeah.
that was recorded all in my living room. Like I recorded all of that in my living room. It sounds really good just because I mean I'm a student of my producers. They definitely teach me different skills on frequencies and how to make my sound good even with minimal equipment. But I also pay to get my stuff mixed and mastered. For every artist that's out there doing stuff at home, you will definitely benefit from getting your stuff mixed and mastered. Like definitely spend the money on it. I think mixing costs, sometimes between like $25 and $55 an hour for the engineer to do it, and then mastering can range from probably about 75 to about like $200 a track, depending on who you go to in the city. So definitely, other artists out there, please get your stuff mixed and mastered. So that way, when somebody turns it on, they're not like, "Oh my God, it sounds like some crazy mixtape." Like you want your stuff to sound good. You want somebody to have that in their headphones and bump it.
That was one of the things that impressed me about greatness because, first of all, I saw you first at, I believe it was an Elise King show.
I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah. That was the first time I met you. You were doing comedy.
Yeah. And I was when I first heard your music, I'm like, man, it's dope. This is dope. And the sound quality was so good. It wasn't too low or too high or pitchy or
good engineers,
glitches and stuff in it. And I remember it's something you said that really stood out when I did talk to you last on Vibin in the D, was when you said invest in yourself. Because some people, they roll stuff out so quick, it's not really ready, and you can hear it, you can hear it in the sound quality. And it's like some people, I'm a sound whore. If something doesn't have good sound, I'm really not wanting to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I'm like, even freaking out about this podcast. Like, I want everybody to be able to hear. And hey, Smoke, what's up, Nikki, Pamela? Thanks for tuning in. And Smoke said Carmen is looking good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can't see all the comments. Yeah. I'm not touching this thing. It's finally working good. I'm like, I'm not about to touch it.
Right. But yeah, I just, I appreciate that because that's important. We should invest in ourselves.
That was one of the things I wanted in the beginning. Like, even when I first started recording greatness, I was like, well, I want to record my stuff. And I used to own a club. So I had mics and I had speakers and at my house. And I was like, but I don't really know what I'm doing just yet. So I want to work with somebody that can make me sound good. And then that's when everybody was pointing me towards melodic. That's how we even hooked up. Just because I was like searching for a good engineer, because my mother was a vocalist, and I've heard like terrible tracks. Like sometimes people have a really good song, but it's just like hard to listen to it because like maybe the singer sounds too boxy, or you got it all the way up, but you still can barely hear the instruments, or the vocal is above the instrumentation. Like, so there's so many different issues. That's why you need to get it mixed properly so everything flows together, and then mastered so that it is getting the best quality to those speakers. So invest in yourself, absolutely. Still my message to every single out there.
And that could go for anything. Invest in yourself, whatever type of business that you have, whatever you're doing, make it that investment because it'll be worth it.
Yeah, like I invest in my music all the time. I just bought me a brand new microphone. I don't know if you saw my post. That microphone was $586 just for one microphone, and not even including none of the cords you need to actually hook it up into the mixer.
Man,
craziness.
What's up, yes. Smoke Jones said Carmen is out here. Her moves are so encouraging me. She's grinding so hard. Great.
Oh, thanks, Smoke.
That's what's up.
I just try to stay on a positive vibe, and whatever comes my way comes my way. Like, I'm not out here like, kissing ass for placements or trying to, get people to like me. Like, you either like it or you don't. Like, it's good music. That's what you will never tell me. And it's not, it's good music. I know what it is. And I just focus all my concentration on producing good work. And it's like the work speaks for itself. I go in rooms and the voice speaks for itself. I take care of my voice. I go to my vocal training. I work out. I make sure that I hone my craft, so that whenever I'm called upon, which now has been often, whenever I'm called upon, I'm ready. I stay ready. So I never have to get ready. That's what my good friend Lala told me.
So check this out, and then I want you to tell us where Keisha came from.
You pushing where you got some big deals to make.
What you about to play, Keisha?
But I can't find you in my metro bill. That's not the shit that you was talking when we met. Was looking clean in the fresh outfit. You run the city, got him off, that's what you said. But think that Captain J's gonna get you in my bed. You ain't got it like that, you ain't got it like that. You ain't really got no racks, you ain't really got no racks. You ain't got it like that, you ain't got it like that. You ain't really got no racks, where the fuck your money at? We tryna go to Benihana. We tryna go to Benihana.
I love that. I love that.
Well, Keisha is my alter ego.
Yeah.
She's my inner ratchet chick. Everybody has a little inner ratchet chick. It started because I was dating a really terrible guy, and he made me feel really bad about myself. And so one of the things he used to always try to say is that, like, he was like this big connected guy and he knew all these people and he had so much money and he was doing this and doing that. I know this person, but you always broke and you keep on asking me for money. Why? Like, what? Always like, babe, you pay my phone bill? Why? What? Like, and phone bill like $150. Like, excuse you? Who are you dating? And so that's how we came up with, like, you know, you ain't got it like that. You ain't got it like that. You ain't really got them rags. Where the fuck your money at? And then we just made it fun. Like, you know, we trying to go to Benihana, you know.
Right.
We some little uppity little Detroit bitches. You know, we like to go to Benihana, you know, looking cute. So, and then we had did it on like a Facebook Live at like 4 a.m, and people kept tapping in and was liking the song. Like, hell yeah, make that. So we ended up just recording the whole song. And then I said, invest in yourself. I said, well, you know what? Let's just make a video.
Yeah.
And then we made a music video. We totally spent like $1,000 on that project.
Are you serious?
Just that one song, like between the rental, the outfits, the makeup, the Benihanas. And then we just had all of our friends come downtown and to the loft, and like we just had a really fun day. So even at the end of the day, okay, so it didn't go viral, no one picked it up, it's okay. We love watching that video together as a group of friends because we're like, this was a really fun day. That shoot lasted from 3 o'clock in the afternoon all the way until like 10 o'clock at night. It was all day.
Y'all had an all-day party.
An all-day party. Like, Mel ain't make it. He fell asleep in the parking lot at Benihana, so he didn't make it inside the restaurant. Everybody didn't make it to the end. I think Lakia fell off. She was in the video, but she didn't make it to Benihana's. I don't know if Glenda made it to Benihana's either. People was tired. That was like a 9-hour party. Like, some people didn't even make it in the video because they were setting up the lights for so long. But One Single Rose had came down there. DJ Crazy 88 had came down there. It was a dope day, man. And that was my first video. We didn't even record the video for Greatness first. We messed around and did the rap track first because, I don't know, it was just so fun. We were like, let's put out the fun stuff first. We ended up putting that first.
Every time I watch it, it gets me hype, and it just looked like y'all had a lot of fun, which I missed that in the videos.
Yeah. We had a ball. We ate Benihanas. That steak and shrimp was good.
Okay.
And then they accommodated us. If you check at the end of the video, the hibachi chef on the hibachi grill, he put a big old K on the grill for Keisha.
For Keisha.
Yeah. You know how they do the rice, like if it's your anniversary, he did it in a big old K for Keisha.
Oh man.
I was like, thank you.
So funny. I was watching. I'm gonna play this other one right quick, and then we're gonna talk about this a little bit. And hold on.
Do you still care? Are you still there? As I hold on your hand so tight, oh, it just don't seem right. 'Cause we just had a fight. You yell with all your might, and you are close, but don't seem here. I'm filled with doubt and fear. Am I losing you?
Man, Carmen.
Yeah.
I'm watching this video, right?
Yeah.
And I know Daryl, right? So I texted him, and I was like, man, why you leave Carmen like that? And he was like, what? And I was like, man, that's messed up. And then I was like, never mind. I see you came back and apologized. And he was like, you crazy.
He probably was like, what is she talking about?
He was. Yeah, he was. He was confused. Then he was like, oh, the video. I was like, yeah, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, I was looking. And I don't know why I didn't notice that before. But I'm like, wait
Yeah, DJ. Yeah, me and him have met at a one of those Floss a Lot showcases. And he does R&B too. He does R&B too. So I thought it would be a good look to have him in the video. So
yeah, that beard. I like that beard he got there.
you see, he growing his hair out now. He growing the top out now. I was like, oh Lord, these
I'd be like,
oh crazy.
Smoke Jones would like to know, what are your musical influences?
I'm heavily influenced by Erykah Badu, Alanis Morissette, Anderson .Paak. Who else am I listening to these days? Oh man, and actually The Dream. Like, I know The Dream doesn't have any radio songs right now, but the man is still making magic. He has been making some jams like that are like reminiscent of Prince. Like, he is really in his bag right now, but they're not putting him on the radio, and that's okay. You know, everyone doesn't get radio play or get like the popular card.
Where are you hearing that
Tidal? I search them out. I search out different artists on Tidal. You know, yeah, on Tidal I look for like soul music. Like, I just listen to playlists that match my vibe. And like, I'm a very soulful artist, kind of quirky, a little bit alternative sometimes. So I listen to a lot of those playlists, and that's how I discover new artists.
That's what's up.
Yeah, there's another artist that's my fave right now. Her name is Jungle Pussy. Y'all should check her out.
Okay.
That's her name. Look her out. Check out Jungle Pussy.
Oh, wow. That's different.
Very pleasantly surprised. My little cousin put me on to her. My
really?
little cousin Diamond. Yes, she is phenomenal. Yes, I love her music too.
I will look that up.
I think if you hear my current stuff on quarantine tracks, it's kind of more on her vibe.
Okay. All right. Tell us about Lifetime, the single you released.
Oh, Lifetime. So that was like, just Renegade called me up on some like, yo, I want to make a track. He had hopped on All Hail the Queen. All Hail the Queen. So I owed him a track. And I said, all right, well, I'll just meet you at Melodics. And we just linked up, and he had a beat, and it came out. I don't know. I'll tell you, it was not pre-written. We wrote that all in studio. As soon as he played the beat, I was like, you know, a lifetime, a lifetime, a lifetime. Like, immediately almost. And then he's good off the dome. So he just started rapping to it. And then like, I came up with my verse, and we just threw it in the middle of the song. So I was mainly just like the chorus, kind of on some Mary J, you know. Mary J, Method Man. So.
Yeah.
I
like that. It's a bop. It's a bop. Hey, you dance.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that song. Absolutely.
So, I know we were talking about COVID-19, and you know, you moved to Detroit, from Philly, and then you moved back to Philly, or?
I did recently. I moved back home this summer. I still have my house in Michigan. Technically, I'm still a Michigan resident because I own property there. I vote there. So things aren't exactly permanent here in Philadelphia yet. And since I left, I've already been back 4 different times.
I saw you
gigs. Girl, I got to come back in 2 more weeks. I got a gig on September 3rd.
Really? Wow. Okay.
So I got to fly back again, but I don't mind. I love Detroit. It's just that for my mental health, like, just being that we're on this whole social distancing kick, and most of my gigs, most of them are on Zoom and stuff like that. But being that we're social distancing, like, it's just better for my mental health that I'm near my family. Like, just people, my friends that have known me for 26 years, you know, my family, my father, like, so. And I moved away from home at 17 years old. So they haven't had me around every day in years. So it just feels really good just to be back with my people, man. So
Yeah, that's
I'm just
good.
focusing on me. I want to be in Detroit. I know that's where my career is, so that's why I keep coming back. But
Yeah,
it's just that I had to make a decision for me, like what's going to be best for my mental health. So,
yeah,
but I rented my house out and to a friend, and so I'm still able to go to my home, which is a blessing. When I come in town, I'm still able to stay at my same property and
that's
bring my
good.
dog if I need to. So,
Yeah.
Detroit is always going to be home. I tell people I wasn't born in Detroit. I was actually born in Alaska. I was
Oh
raised in
wow.
yeah, I was raised in Philadelphia, but I feel like I grew up in Detroit. Like I became a woman there. 14 years is a long time to be somewhere.
Yes, it
I got
is.
married there, I got pregnant there. My children passed, but I had children there. And I definitely had had my hand in raising a lot of Detroit children. I've been dealing with
Yeah.
Detroit kids since December of 2008. I've been running my child care program. So, I'm
Wow.
very much a part of Detroit and it's a part of me. So that'll always be home. Like somebody asked me on the way home this time, like, oh, are you going home when I was on a plane? And I was like, well, I mean, basically, but I live in Philly, but it's like the tale of two cities. Like I just have dual citizenship right now. It is
Right.
what it is.
That's what's up.
We're all
So
just making the best of it.
tell us about the awards that you won.
So I have won. Well, I won a poetry slam. I know that surprised some people.
That's
I mean,
what's
it did.
up.
It
I
didn't
mean, well,
surprise
you
me,
are a
but
poetic person. You are a poet.
right. I don't get the credit
Hello.
because I only have a few poems. Some of these poets got books and books and books. And
Right.
so at the time that I entered the slam, I actually only had like four poems, and you have to do three. So I was like,
Hey, well, you was
ooh,
good.
we're scraping the barrel here. We're gonna see. But you know what? I want to give a shout out to Mia Monet, who is a slam champion herself. And she gave me some encouragement because she was the one that encouraged me to enter the slam after I had seen her one previously. And she told me, she said, well, her whole first year doing poetry, she said she said the same three poems everywhere she went and cleaned up, won all type of contests. I was like,
Wow.
okay, sis, all right, I could do it. You right, we gonna do this. And so I won that slam, got my $500, paid my band. It wasn't doing nothing but going right back into the music. I
Right.
won the Comerica Park Singing Stars, Detroit Singing Stars competition. I won the Detroit Black Music Awards R&B Singer of the Year, and they
Woo,
didn't have one. They didn't have the show this year, so technically, I'm still the R&B
yeah.
singer.
Okay.
The awards carry over because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to, So I get a 2-year reign, and same thing for Michigan State Fair Superstar. I am the current Michigan State Fair Superstar champion, and there's no contest this year. So, guess what, guys? You get me for another year.
Wow, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Congratulations on all of that.
Thank you. And definitely nominated again this year for the Detroit Music Awards, just like the Detroit Grammy Awards. I
Yeah.
got nominated Lifetime, actually. Was it Lifetime? Nope. This Is Crazy got nominated for Outstanding Urban Recording. Our single, This Is Crazy. And
Okay.
then I also got nominated for Outstanding Urban Songwriter and for Outstanding Urban Vocalist.
Wow.
So couple of nominations there. So we're hoping for some wins this next year.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're still putting out music in Detroit. So I'm hoping for these some wins these next year, and then hopefully in 2021 maybe we'll start building up in the Philadelphia market. No one
Right.
here knows me like that, so we'll see.
Wow. Because you came here and did the music thing.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like I don't even know where to tell you to go to open mic. Isn't that crazy? That's I haven't been home. I don't,
Yeah.
I'm from Philadelphia, but I have not lived in this city since I was 17 years old. So
Wow.
like this is very much like I basically live in a new town. And
What's
like
it like? What's it like being back home?
it's cool, man, because it's like my family. So it's like it's very comfortable. Spend a lot of time with my father. Like it's just straight. Like I mean, stuff is coming back to me, like how to get around on different streets and
Mhm.
definitely catching up with high school friends. But it's like, when you real friends with somebody, it's like you never left. So
Yeah.
these are
You
friends
pick up
that
where you left off.
we've been friends since we were 10 years old. Ain't no funny acting, nothing. started hanging right back out, and
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
So it's
that's the
very
beauty of
comfortable.
real friends. Yeah, that's what's
Absolutely.
up. Well, everybody, that's the show. No, I'm just kidding. So, what do you said you're gonna be back in 2 weeks? Is it something that's
Yeah, so everyone can watch it. Everything's virtual. So I'll actually be this last time I was there, I did the taping for Detroit Hug Day. So on August 23rd, Detroit Hug Day is having a virtual show, and I'm actually the opener. So
what?
you'll see a message from T Money Green, then the governor and the mayor come on, and then me. So that's pretty cool. And then so that's this Sunday coming up. Um, wait, because what's today's date? Yeah, that's
Today
Sunday.
is the what is today?
21st? Is it 21st?
Today the 21st. It is.
So
It
in
is.
2 days, yeah. So in 2 days, you can catch that on the Hug Day Detroit page, and that was started by Sky Covington. Shout out to her, renowned jazz vocalist in the city. So that you can catch that performance this Sunday, and then on September 3rd is the opening day for the state fair, and they're having a virtual state fair this year. You can't bring out all the animals and stuff, but
Yeah.
because I am the superstar champion, I actually be down at the Suburban Showplace. I do believe the in person is just for like VIP, like sponsors
Mhm.
and stuff, but
Okay.
it'll be online and I'll share it on my page. So, yeah, that's what I got cracking. So, on
That's
September
what's
3rd.
up.
And then on September 5th, we are shooting a music video for the
Ooh.
first track off of my new CD, my new project Soul Symphony, a track called The One. So, hasn't
Okay.
been released yet. We haven't leaked anything. So,
Is it gonna be by the same person that has been doing your videos?
no, actually, they've moved on to bigger and better, and they're doing like movies now. So
Ooh.
actually, I've tapped on Joey Red. I don't know if you
Okay.
know her. She works for the city of Detroit. I don't know if you watched my Gifted interview. She taped that, and she's a phenomenal video editor, videographer. So, and she's also a rapper, and also works for the city of Detroit. So
Wow, that's right.
I've tapped some female energy for this next one. So
Okay.
and so it's gonna be phenomenal. We're gonna have some nice cars in it, some classic cars, and yeah, we got another love interest. I don't know if anybody been paying attention to my videos. We love to have us a nice little hot man in there. So we got us another hot man, and it's gonna be weird though, because he's like my homeboy. So I'm like, I was like, one of the lines is like, since that day you kissed me, I've been stuck in a daze. I was like, dog, don't kiss me. I swear. I was like, maybe we'll do like a forehead kiss, like a shadow, a hand kiss. I don't know. Or somebody else kissing and we like focusing on them. I don't know. But listen, I'm not kissing my friend. It's
I
gonna
heard
ill.
I heard
I'm not attracted. I mean, like he's dope. Wait, because I'm like now you're gonna watch the video and be like, Carmen
that.
said you ugly.
It's just not that way.
Not that way, man. It's gonna be too weird. He's like my cousin, basically, because he's Mel's cousin, so he's like my cousin.
So do you have like a major hand in the concept of your videos
Oh,
or
I'm fully involved. It's all me. Like
okay.
all me. The only video you've ever seen that I didn't also direct was All Hail the Queen. All Hail the Queen was very much a project of Hype Vibe, but for the most part, I'm like the lead director. They definitely have a say, so I listen to them absolutely. And then
Mhm.
Free was more their direction too. Like, but for the most part, I'm coming up with the concepts and then I just hire people and we kind of go from there. And if I need help, I ask for it. I never hire people that can't help in that department. So, for this one, I mean, I'm basically taking the lead. I've done the storyboards and basically have everything planned out. But the director and the person shooting it will definitely control the camera angles and stuff like that, just to make sure it's polished.
That's what's up. What music are you listening to right now?
What am I listening to? Girl, I'm stuck on Janae Aiko. That girl, listen, I'm late to the
No.
Janae Aiko party. I'm so late. I'm so late. I just got on the bandwagon like 3, 4 weeks ago. And I am like, I knew she was Big Sean's dude. Like, girl, I knew that was her dude. Because I know she
Mhm.
had the big old, Big Sean. I love him being in the D. And so I know she got his face tattooed on the back of her arm. And
Does
I
she?
thought,
I never saw that.
yes, girl, she has a face on the back of her daggone forearm. And
Wow.
and I said, and when I seen that tattoo, I said, you know what? That girl crazy. That girl, that's somebody special right there. And when you listen to that daggone CD, girl, have you listened to it? Chilumbo?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Girl, that daggone Chilumbo, she got lines in it talking about some the pussy fairies on the way. Like
Whoa.
what? Girl, you tripping. Like the whole CD, she wilding, but I mean, I feel her. So it's like because I felt like I was a little restrained this last year on my projects because I do like to cuss. I'm a grown woman. I'm Puerto Rican, and I like to cuss. And the state fair, because it's a family organization, and they were paying for my album. I had some restrictions on how crunk I could be, for lack of a better word. And so now that the
Right.
reins are off, I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, I mean, we're not about to be, doing talking about, vagina all the time. I'm not about
Right.
to put out the WAP remix or anything, but you know, we are gonna be, some different some more language, and you're probably used to on some of my other projects. I think Greatness had 2 cuss words on the entire thing. So definitely Quarantine Cuts drops a couple of F-bombs and
Really.
all type of stuff. So my music now is just more raw. I feel like for my fans, I feel like I've given you guys a very reserved view of me, and I have a great brand built on it, but I'm a little bit more than that. So I plan on peeling back a few more layers and in the coming months.
Bit.
You said what?
Step up on out of that box a little bit.
A little bit, I'm gonna come out the box, change the outfits up, do a little something. So,
Right.
just be a little bit more me than I've been.
You always have a very versatile hairstyle situation going on. I love it.
I love this fire hair. It's like the 3rd or 4th time I've gotten this fire hair put in. I
Uh-huh.
just love it. I can't get black. I don't know what it is. I always say I'm gonna get the black, and then I'm like, no, I'm not.
So right before the world went cuckoo, you went on a trip out of the country. Tell
Yes,
us about that.
I went to Tokyo. It was phenomenal. I went with my elementary school friends. We're still friends. And
Wow.
so we went to Tokyo. We got to drive go-karts through the streets. I went and got my international driver's license, and we drove go-karts through the streets dressed up as Mario Kart characters. I was a
Wow.
lion. Yeah, I had a little lion suit on with some like glasses and a mustache. It was fantastic. It was a little cold because it was still a little freezing in there, but I definitely super enjoyed it. Like, and a lot of things were closed because COVID was just now starting.
Yeah.
So, unlike our country, they're responsible. And so, even though they only had 40 cases in the entire country, they closed all schools, all museums, they closed everything because there was no cure. And so that's probably why their numbers, stayed low because they closed up everything. The only thing we could do was really go to parks and shopping, but they closed up everything where people were going to be together in large groups for a long amount of time. So,
How long were you there?
about a week.
Okay.
Yeah, about 7 days. I would recommend anybody going overseas, don't stay any less than a week because it takes so long to get there. It's not worth it. Like the flight
Yeah.
was like 12 hours. The flight was.
Ooh.
Yeah. But they feed you wine, sandwiches. Every time you're looking up, they're feeding you. And
On the
then
plane?
and they give you wine, and they have televisions in every headrest. They give you headphones, blankets, pillows, and then most of the seats were empty. I mean, how many people are going to Tokyo from America every day? I mean,
Right.
it's not a popular trip. I mean, if the plane was huge, but it had maybe like 100 and something people on there, but
Uh-huh.
we were able to spread out, and so I had my own row. I slept for most of it. That was my first like long overseas flight, so
Okay.
it's pretty dope. I definitely highly recommend getting out of this ghetto country.
Okay. What was something interesting that you had there while you were in Tokyo as far as the food?
So the interesting thing is, I flew halfway across the world to eat ramen noodles every day. Like that is really they're known for ramen. Like swear to God, like, and it was so delicious. It was nothing like the ramen you get in the $5 packs. Like they put like pork in it and eggs and beef, and it was delicious. It filled you up, and it was in like huge bowls. So it was just interesting to me. Like I was really able to eat really, really cheap the entire trip. I think I only spent $200 the whole week because
Wow.
every time I ate, it was only $10. Like I'm eating
Wow.
ramen. I'm eating ramen.
But was it that good quality ramen?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It
Okay.
was so good. I could taste the ginger from the last one I liked. Oh, man. And then you know what was also interesting? So you know like how like shirts be having dumb sayings on them, right? Like well, like say you go into the store and you get a shirt with some Japanese writing, right? You don't know what it says, right? It just has like Chinese letters.
All right.
Girl, what's funny is that they got the same thing, except it's American writing. So 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 it say be beautiful, don't you? And I'm like, why would you walk around with a shirt that say "Be beautiful, don't you"? And then it had one shirt that was like a cat busting out of a wall, and it was like I like the top side. I was like, what?
What?
What? What does that have anything to do with a cat, a wall? Let me tell you, but it's because they doing the same thing we doing, printing stuff up
Exactly.
with the Chinese letters because they look cool, just like everybody was getting tattooed, and then you go look it up and your arm say fried rice. You know what I'm saying? So like that was really interesting to me. And then the other interesting thing was like their fast food restaurants are way healthier. Like you can get a shrimp burger at McDonald's, like a really nice quality one too, with like fresh lettuce. And then like you can go into 7-Eleven and get like spaghetti and meatballs and sushi and like actual like teriyaki chicken on a stick. Like you get
Wow.
like food. You can get all hours of the night. And they have vending machines that disperse hot beverages, like in a can. So like my favorite was like this coffee. It was like a cappuccino type thing. And you just put like a dollar coin in the machine and it gives it out to you in like a twist top aluminum can that is hot. It's perfect. So perfect.
What
They
was,
have vending machines for everything. Everything.
wow. What was the currency exchange over there?
Really weird. So like 100 yen is like $10.
Okay.
So it's like you just round everything up. So 100 yen is $10. So if they
Hmm.
tell you 500 yen, it's just $5. Don't trip. It's not $500. So that was like approximately 100
Uh-huh.
to one. So
Okay. Wow. That's dope. Man. Where else have you traveled to?
I've been mainly in the Caribbean. So Saint Martin, Cozumel, Mexico. I've been to Cozumel so many times. Turks and Caicos.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've been to what is that? Amber Cove. I think that's Dominican Republic. That's where they taped Jurassic Park. It's so funny when you come in, you have to take your boat. Like I went on a cruise, and so you have to take a boat into the mainland. The cruise can't just pull up. And I'm like, this looks so familiar. This looks so familiar. What? I've never been here. Why does this look familiar? And the tour guide's like, they filmed Jurassic Park here, and I am a Jurassic Park head. Like I have watched that franchise over and over and over and over and over again. Like I love it so much. And so
Yeah, I
so
do
this
too.
the scenes when they're flying in the helicopters were all taped there. And I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense now because it's Amber Cove, and that's where you get like the amber, the mosquito, that whole thing they were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, who's this SW person? Who
She
is
said,
your favorite singer slash rapper? My favorite. Dang, I have to pick just one? If I had to be like trapped in a room with just one artist to listen to, it's got to be Mama Badu. Like it has to be. Like people always want me to be like Jill. Yes, she is a very close second, but I am a child of Badu mainly because she's weird like me. Like I vibe with her, man. Something happened to me when she did that quarantine edition of that concert, and she was like in the bubbles. I think it was like the third one, and my number is 3, like I'm a 3. And
uh,
and so I just vibed out with that so heavy. Like, I just thought it was so dope how she had everybody in their separate bubble and she was orchestrating everybody from her bubble. And listen, that woman is phenomenal. She is my favorite singer. Like,
Yeah.
as far as like rappers, like hip hop artists, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite rapper, honestly. I do enjoy hip hop, but I don't have a favorite. I would be lying if I'd be like Jay-Z, Tupac. Like, I don't want to be cliche. So, but I do listen to everyone. I appreciate hip hop absolutely. I just don't have like a favorite. I have like a favorite local rapper. Like Chise is my favorite local rapper. I mean, if I
Okay.
had to pick one from the D, I think it's Chise and Mo Corleone are like my top two for sure.
Okay. That's what's
Definitely.
up. Yeah. Do you like classical music?
Love, yes. Yep. I just got my daddy got me an Alexa. So now I can be like, Alexa, play classical music.
I'm so glad she's not in here with us. Cause every time somebody do that, and it don't matter what they talking about, she start talking. I'm like, wait a minute, that's
I
you.
just got one. I'm one of the cool kids now. My dad got said he got it for free with something he ordered. They gave it to him for free, so he gave it to me. And
Oh,
he's like,
that's
yeah, because I have Google. So he's like running around his house. Okay, Google. I'm like, okay, like easier. But now
yeah,
I feel like I need to get more of the Alexas. I need like them in more rooms.
yeah. I ain't gonna talk about that right now, but stay tuned. Yeah, I got something about that. Got something about that. Yeah. So what? So you said you have music that's coming out in, you said 2 weeks.
Like another 30 days. I just got the mastered tracks back today.
Okay.
I haven't even listened to them yet because I want to wait till I get good speakers. I'm at a friend's house. So once I get to back to my good speakers, I'm gonna listen to them. And if they're all good, we gotta run the copyrights and then we should be able to put it out soon. We should be dropping it very, very soon. So I don't
So
have a release
how
date yet.
many we getting?
So Soul Symphony is a 7 track project, and
Mm-hmm.
then Quarantine Cuts ended up being 8. So you're getting 15 total,
Oh,
and we're
that's
dropping them both on the same day.
that's what's up. That's what's
Yep.
up.
So you get a little at home and a little studio vibe. So
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. Cause I'm telling you, when I heard greatness, and I love vibing,
oh yeah, that's my
you
jam.
know, cause we vibing right now. We vibing in the D with Lele.
Hey,
Yeah, I love that. I like I said, the whole thing is great, put together, really great.
thank
You doing
you,
a great job. Keep doing what you're doing.
thank
You're
you.
inspiring people in more ways than you can, that even people that don't sing, because I don't sing. I don't sing, but I be thinking I'm a singer in another life or something like
You can do
that.
whatever you put your mind to. Okay.
Yeah, so let people know how they can get in touch with you, how they can follow you and keep up with what you're doing and all
Well,
that good stuff.
my website is yesmiss.com.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean leave. Can't hear you.
But you can follow me on Yes Miss Carmen on all social media platforms. It's yesmisscarmen.com on my website. And then just everywhere, Yes Miss Carmen, even my Cash App. If you feel so led to bless the funds, Yes Miss Carmen on Cash App as well. So that's how you find me. I'm everywhere.
That's what's up. And thank you, Bella. I appreciate it. I appreciate you showing up. You are very supportive. That's
Oh
what's up.
yeah, I didn't even really know what it was for. I was like, "Is it a panel? What is it?" Oh well, whatever. We're just gonna log in. I just did it because you asked. You know, it's good.
Well, I
It's because
appreciate
it's
you for
you.
trusting me. I appreciate that.
I'm like, she ain't gonna have me on no nonsense. I'm like, if that be some shit, I log on and all my exes is on the damn thing. Like this bitch to track
Oh
down these
Lord.
dudes.
Oh Lord. That no hell no.
You ever see the memes and they be like, "What would you do if you was in a room full of? What was the first thing you say?" I'd be like, "What y'all want? The hell? The hell y'all doing here?
Right.
Time is over." I'm cruel. I know.
Yeah. So I appreciate you joining me and coming back to Vibin in the D. I had to have you where people could see you, because they can listen on the other side, but they can see you live and in living color on here. And
Yeah, it is.
but yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Don't be a stranger. And thank you.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Right.
With Lele.
Talking to the diamonds of Detroit City.